You already paused.
Yeah, you can start some music.
Get that speaker phone and broke the shot.
You know what I'm saying?
You can plug anything.
Yeah, anything. That shit don't matter. Hey, Shalom Israel. You know what I'm saying? You got Priest and Officer of 500 Natazab. You know what I'm saying? Right there to my left. Priest and Officer of 50 Quran Yala.
Shalom Israel.
Droppin' Jewels podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do best in the UBK. We drop jewels on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, the kingdom of heaven is like into a treasure that was hid. We gonna drop some jewels on you every week. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday. Make sure you smash that like button and you subscribe to ISUBK Sacramento.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get started in just a second. We gonna slap some music for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That definitely was that's not what we were slapping. So live with it. Let me see if it's on.
Go ahead.
It's on there, popped up.
Look, I keep it on to the team. UBK play for kings. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my younger did a sweet. There's a whole nother way. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here breach. They come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
Niggas gonna have to start talking about, like, some niggas be talking about rappers and all that kind of shit. They gonna have to start talking about shit that's going on in the backyard. All type of shit going on.
Sorry, all them lies
I did, but the cold part about it is like it ain't that big, so where I can find an article and it just be like little YouTube shit, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna definitely start putting more effort into finding stories that like cater to where we at. You know what I mean? So that man, hella shit going on. Yeah, I keep
You some location on, anything that happens within like 100 miles where you at, it's gonna pop up.
right.
Then San Bernardino has some crazy shit going on.
I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here breach.
San Bernardino has some crazy shit going on.
Oh yeah, that shit mainly out there.
Rubber stands, no shit.
That shit mainly out there. And too, I could have brought about, I could have listened to that damn tweet that they did.
On the moment, I can still hit. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he's weak. It's war time for the kids to think you hard, nigga, you ain't. But with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars with tapes. We fall up in ranks. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on, that's cap shit. I can't lie. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck. There's a whole nother way.
Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button and like and subscribe to ISUBK Sacramento, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got something else you want to hear?
No.
Fuck on the beach.
I mean,
I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
I gotta slap this shit. I ain't been in the trash now like that. Mike, yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No make back, but I ain't got a chauffeur. I'm in it for the bread, put you in a toaster. Hey, yes, sir. Young love, all the ones that y'all flex, sir. You know that this is goes, man. I'm taking checker. Pop one pill when it's a double decker.
We got
Yes, sir. I ain't talking schools, I'm waiting on a transfer. Send a pussy boy to meet my ancestor. Chester.
That's correct. Hey, this nigga was talking shit, bro.
This little bitch from Chester. It took me to jail, I should have smacked the rest. I bought the complex like Sylvester. No, sir. Bitches put up in the I8 roaster. Put too much, told that bitch, no, sir. Ain't no fucking crying on my fucking shoulder. I'm staking on like a texture. You can die today, destruction, yes, sir. Guns in my ring, money like a wrestler. Took the way to good, it was a good gesture. It's your wheel bulletproof, I'll be the tester. Take that shit out like a damn semester. Up in the club, I can change the weather. That bitch out, she's probably seeking shelter. Ask me what I want, I said I want forever. Bitch, keep on the phone, I had to send an error. Man, I wanna call you back while I can remember. I want two bitches who #1 contender. Baby, tell me what I can do to make it better. I got me shivering and I'm wearing a sweater. Coming on the breeze and getting G's better. She so put you on a shirt, yes sir. Hey. No, sir. Next 7 follow, but I'm getting closer. Getting killed his mom for a little exposure. And he left her body when the fucking pros were.
I've been listening to OGs like LA and shit. Like they like story and shit. That shit was mainly in the 70s and 80s.
Man, look. You'll be watching around.
All white underbelly, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Soft white underbelly, that's it cold as shit. Cause I be in the kitchen cooking and shit, you feel me? And I be in there, bro. My favorite interviews on Soft White Underbelly is the KKK niggas, bro. That shit be hilarious. Them niggas love their race for real. Like, nah, we ain't racist, we just love our people. Like, damn, bro. That nigga white. What's up? Yeah, nigga was in the streets, bro. 70s and the 80s and shit, and he's still on the streets right now. He's stupid lucky. Yes, sir. But not, I don't want to say stupid lucky. Them niggas like murders and hell shit, bro. The police know you did. You feel me?
Yo, people telling no that you have potential, sir. You're goofy, you get used like a utensil, sir. Your whole ass shot with this new pistol, sir. The dog in the telly from the incident.
Yeah, them niggas had to deal with other cameras everywhere and shit. That shit was fucking niggas. Thanks, boy. It was totally different in the 70s. Hell yeah. My dad man was talking about that shit. Living the whole shit. I mean, that shit was crazy. Back then, bro, you could live at the real government shit, nigga, a big block. Yeah. Still ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit damn near Velveeta right now. Oh, yeah, for sure. They didn't just repackage that shit and start getting money off of it.
Yeah, everything that they giving us now, that shit watered down. And
right.
Where they was getting,
yeah, that shit was real.
Up.
It was up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can get started though right now.
Yep. Hey man, smash that like button, man. Like and subscribe. ISBK Sacramento, Droppin' Jewels podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got a few stories that we gonna bring out. You know what I'm saying, for everybody. But like I said, once again, smash that like button. Subscribe to ISBK Sacramento. We doing this every Wednesday. Droppin' Jewels podcast. Natazab Officer 500, Crayon Officer 50. You know what I'm saying? We hold it down, man. And also, Most High in Christ, for all the brothers and sisters that got their names and got rank raises in Northern California during the feast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw that out there. And yeah, man, let's pull the first story, man. We got a lot of stories going on. You know, black Hispanic, Native American Indians, we living in hell. So every day it's gonna be something to talk about. Like doing that shit. To be honest with you, we need to be doing it every day. There's so much to talk about.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? I feel Commander Junior Hunter when he just go live out the blue,
right?
dropping game on everybody because it's just so much to talk about. Sometimes you can't just wait till the next week to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? But you can pull whatever first story you got.
Okay, kind sir. 13-year-old killed by San Antonio police was not a threat to officers, attorney says.
Man, You got a third. Like, man, life is supposed to be so precious, man. Especially when you young and you 13. This brother was 30. He was a Latino brother, Hispanic brother.
Right.
It's a cry 9 times out of 10. You said what? Read it again.
13-year-old killed by San Antonio police was not a threat to officers, attorney says.
Man, this brother got an attorney. This brother was killed. He was 13 years old, killed by police in San Antonio. 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? That is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? We living in like when the Bible say that he gonna put a nation over us that don't give a damn about the young or the old. Yeah, that you living with the Bible, like especially like for the people that say for the people that say the Bible fake.
Right.
I don't understand. Or they say a white man wrote this Bible. I don't understand how you get that, because the Bible said some devils gonna be put over y'all, and they gonna be murdering y'all, and they not gonna give a damn about how old you is or how young you is. This is the Bible right now that we read. This 13-year-old brother getting murdered in the streets.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep reading the article.
Kind, sir. Lee Merritt, an attorney for the family of Andre Hernandez Jr., said videos of the shooting show a clear civil rights violation and contradict the narrative put forth by officers.
Right. It contradicts the narrative because guess what? Police lie like hell. Police always lie. What they say? I fear for my life. They put their foot on George Floyd's neck and smothered this brother while he was handcuffed for like 9 minutes.
Right.
And you let him tell you he feared for his life. You know what I'm saying? Every time they kill somebody, Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, they fear for their life. And you know what this remind me of? This remind me of Tamir Rice. Tamir Rice was about the same age as his young brother. Right. He was about 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? He had a fake gun at the park. The gun had an orange tip and everything, letting you know it was a fake gun. Guess what? The police bounced out in half a second, already had his gun out, shoot, and murdered that brother on the spot. You understand? Because this kingdom don't give a damn about this kingdom don't give a damn about your children. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why what just happened in Texas, you had the homosexual, the transgender running the school, or what was it called? Binary. What the hell was it called?
I don't know.
He was you know what I'm saying? He was zesty. I'm just gonna say that. The nigga was zesty. He ran into school and he murdered those teachers and those children. You understand? But the police didn't they didn't want to try to, you know what I'm saying, come up against him or stop that crime from happening. But they just murdered this innocent 14-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy. This is the kingdom that you live in, man. This kingdom don't give a damn about you, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, sir. The 13-year-old boy who was fatally shot by San Antonio police earlier this month posed no threats to the officers when he was killed.
Man, he posed no threats to the officers. And it's crazy, right? Because I remember being 13 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember being 13 years old, and nigga, you know, I used to go to the skating rink. You know what I'm saying? My little four-wheelers and stuff. It was a popular thing to be in Sacramento and go to Cal Skate. You know what I'm saying? We out there. I'm coming home from Cal Skate on my skates. Police pulled me over. You know what I'm saying? I got some olive oil spray in my hand for my damn braids. You know what I'm saying? For my dreads, or the hell I had at the time. And they pulled me over and talking about I'm doing graffiti. And I'm confused. I'm like, nigga, this is olive oil. The hell are you talking about? And they pulled me over, threw me in the car, and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these devils, man, they love to harass young Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, man. You know why? Because TV, because the stigma of Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, because the narrative of Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians is all we always looked at as criminals, right, or somebody that's committing a goddamn crime. Right. But meanwhile, what was his name? He drove 4 hours or something, 200 miles to go inside a grocery store and murder Black people. Right. You know what I'm saying? They need to start profiling. Like, it's a shame that we gotta have heathens that's policing our neighborhood. Somebody that you can't relate to at all. That's policing you. There's somebody that's over you. You know what I'm saying? Dictating your life, what you can and can't do. That don't even come from your background, man. Right. You understand? They didn't pull, but keep going. I want to jump the gun. But this dude, this young brother, he posed no threat to the police. Right. He didn't pose no. I mean, what the hell can a 13-year-old do? Right. To a police anyway? Right. You understand? Keep reading.
So like it, sir, if I may, just a quick sidebar. When I was 13, like if it wasn't a male in my family that was there to chastise me and put his hands on me for doing something wrong. Like the women in my family would still pull a belt out and whoop my ass at 13.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like you can't be that much of a threat if your mama can still pull your pants down and whoop you.
Right, or ground you.
Right.
You ain't going outside.
Right. This shit crazy, man. But that's how you know the white man is the devil. Like, of course we oppose a threat to them because it's like, well, if this little bastard get a chance to grow up, then maybe he will electrify his people. You understand? To them actually coming together and being against us, and maybe they'll get up out of this hell that we giving them. You understand?
It's that too. And if I may, you just brought something heavy. It's that too. But then they also look at young Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians when they around 13, 14 years old. They hit puberty.
Right.
Like they growing up. They starting to get bigger, and they look at those brothers and they be like, "Damn, how is he dribbling that ball like that? How is he running? This nigga, he's 13, he's 14. This nigga look like a grown man."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, he probably had demolished me on the court.
Right.
He probably had tackled me on the court. And then they actually see him and think they committing a crime, and they're afraid for their goddamn life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? I got so many homies and like my little homies and stuff like from my neighborhood that's 12 years old. Like one of my little homies, not to glorify them, but he was 12 years old. He knocked the police out, socked him, hit him in his chin. He went to sleep, and he took off running. And then when you look at the news on TV, it was like, yeah, man, we can't believe he was 12 years old. He was running and hitting the gate like a gazelle, man. The dogs had to get him. And I'm like, this dude, in my head, I'm like, he's 12. So, but that's like, that them type of stories is normal to us.
Nah, for real.
But the oppressor hear that story, and because they looking at their son that's 12, 13 years old.
They can't do that.
This nigga got on glasses, he weak as hell.
Right.
And they like, man,
he got to get in the gym.
Yeah, he got to take steroids. That's why he takes steroids.
Right.
They got to do all this stuff. Like Black people, we naturally talented like that. We naturally can run fast, jump. We naturally smart. And they look at that, and for a second, they don't look at you as being a 12-year-old, 13-year-old. They look at you as a threat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what this man might do. He might take the gun from me, and sometimes they really be scared. But a lot of times, they just use that. They just use that as an opportunity to murder you because they know they can get away with it.
That's right.
Because they know that we don't have no leaders that's gonna come out and say, you know what, this is a wicked kingdom. We need to separate. Right. What our leaders gonna tell us is that after you get murdered for no goddamn reason is everybody gonna be walking downtown holding hands, swaying side to side with signs saying, "I'm a man." Like we still in the goddamn 50s, man. You understand? But Salakia.
Yeah, kind of, sir. You're absolutely correct. Attorney Lee Merritt said there was a clear civil rights violation based on the police videos he watched, which included 2 police dash cam videos and footage from the body cam of Officer Stephen Ramos, Salakia, one of our people, man. This is crazy. Who has been identified as the officer who shot Andre Hernandez Jr. The videos, Merritt said, contradict the narrative put forth by officers.
Right. And it's crazy. His brother was murdered by somebody else from his tribe.
Right.
This was an Issachar that murdered a young Issachar. And it's like, damn, how can you? And that's like, that's just a sad story, man. You understand? Like, I wouldn't, like, you know, some people, they just don't have a moral, like, I seen Captain Malcolm make a post that said, having a moral compass is free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's free to have a moral compass, but when you live in this society, like a lot of our people, they don't have no moral compass, especially when they trying to be a part of these people.
Right.
They trying to be a part of this nation. They don't have no moral compass, man. So things that you might do, things that you wouldn't do because you got morals, you know what I'm saying? A Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian that joins the police force or joins the military or celebrates Christmas or say God loves everybody, they don't have that same moral compass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have that same moral compass. So they gonna do something that's way out. Like, come on, man, you murdered this dude. You got body cam on. You got cameras in the car on 2 different police cars that's showing this, but you want to prove to these people that you work with that you for them and you with them more than your people. You willing to risk it all.
Right.
I'm gonna risk it all. You know what? But keep reading. It's crazy what this attorney about to bring out.
Come, sir. San Antonio police have said officers were responding to calls about gunfire at around 1:20 on June 3rd when they located and attempted to stop a suspect vehicle, which was later discovered to have been reported stolen.
So they had a police call that they heard gunfire, and it just so happened that this young brother was still in the car or he was inside of a stolen car. You know what I'm saying? But they never proved if he was the one shooting. They definitely didn't find a gun on him or none of that. Keep reading, Baba Kashaw.
Come on, sir. While attempting to stop the suspect vehicle, the vehicle accelerated towards a marked SAPD patrol vehicle, crashing into the officer's patrol vehicle.
So this is the narrative that the police is giving. This is the narrative that the police is putting on paper and documenting and writing down and making it and putting it in a summary. This is what they saying had happened. Keep reading.
Come on.
But you know, you can't never really believe nothing they say. You understand?
Come on. The police department said in a statement, a second officer, fearing that the other officer would be struck by the vehicle, discharged his firearm and struck the suspect driver. But Merritt said that description didn't match what he saw. When police cars approached the car, when police cars approached the car driven by Andre and carrying two other teens, he reversed into a residential driveway, Merritt said, refuting an earlier account from police that the teen reversed his car into a police vehicle.
Right. Keep going.
As two police cars approached the driveway, the teen began slowly driving forward, eventually making contact with one of the cars, Merritt said.
Right. So he slowly started to pull out the drive. So this is the real narrative. This is what really happened. You know what I'm saying? This brother didn't know what to do. He stole a car. He was inside of a stolen car, and he pulled inside of a driveway. Probably I didn't did it growing up. I didn't pull police get behind me, and I try to turn on the first street I see and pull in the driveway, act like it's my house.
Right.
That's normal. You know what I'm saying? And the police knew that this was a stolen car, so they blurp him. They turn their lights on. You know what I'm saying? They trying to go through the process of apprehending him and getting him out the car, and he started to drive off. And as he's slowly driving off, like it said, and mind you, the attorney is getting all his information from what was on the video, not just off something that he's making up. This is what happened on the video. You know what I'm saying? And he started to slowly drive off, and he made contact with one of the police cars. And then what happened?
Okay, sir. The car was not traveling more than 2 to 5 miles per hour.
God damn. This brother was driving 2 to 5 miles an hour, man. Like he was on. Like if you driving that slow, you purposely thinking about, damn, I don't want to hit this person. Then this person crossing the street, even though it's a green light, this person crossing the street, I'm gonna just go 2-3 miles an hour away from him to get the hell out of my way so I can continue to go. Like he was blatantly trying not to hit the police, going 2 or 3 miles an hour.
If I may, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not to cut you off, but we talking about a 13-year-old boy. This little dude don't know how to drive like that.
Right.
He's not an experienced driver. So the car going 2-3 miles per hour, that's not even him hitting the gas out of line.
Yeah,
that's him accidentally putting it in drive and the shit start moving.
Right.
Like he ain't
right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
right.
He ain't even really trying to drive or do none of that.
Right.
He backed up, probably put it in drive, hella scared, like, and then the car just started moving. He probably like, oh shit, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then the car bumped into the police officers, not crash into it. But Salaki, sir.
Yeah, no, real talk. That was literally him putting the car in drive and letting the car roll out the goddamn driveway.
Right.
And guess what? He caught a rain of bullets. They rained down on him. Like you would see something like somebody that had killed their ops in Chicago somewhere. They rained bullets on his 13-year-old on his 13-year-old brother. And I guarantee he would have never thought this was gonna be his outcome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially, nigga, you damn near, you driving that slow, you damn near cooperating with the police.
Damn,
you driving that slow, you damn near ready to give up. Like, okay, it's over with. I'm in the driveway, they're right there. I'm about to give up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these police being evil as hell and having a mark and a beast, you understand? They say, you know what? I'm gonna murder him.
And another thing too, sir, like he probably accidentally put the car in drive, and now they like, get your you know how they get your fucking hands up, hey. I can't put the shit back in park. You know what I'm saying? So the shit just rolling. And he a kid.
Yeah.
Like, he 13 years old. If he got the wherewithal to steal a car, he know these police will murder him.
Yeah.
You understand?
And then, you know what? I've just seen that happen so many times. You know what I'm saying? The police be telling you to put your hands up, the car and drive. Put your hands up. Get out of the car. And then you got the other police telling you to put your hands down, put the car in park. And you're like, then what the hell do I do, nigga? And you trying to get out of the car while the car's still driving because you don't know what the hell to do. You got 30 people giving you different directions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you shot dead. Keep going. Is there any more on it?
Yeah, kind, sir. Salakia says, there was no ramming or crash. It was a bump. It's Salakia. Go ahead, sir.
It wasn't a crash. It wasn't a crash. Like, this was a bump, man. This was a, you know what I'm saying? You open your door and accidentally hit somebody's door next to you when you park. It was a bump. This wasn't even no crash, man. So for this brother to have to lose his life, you understand? These policemen, like, they too eager, they too ready to prove that I'm a real cop.
Right.
Like, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, especially if you Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. You ain't got no business making a marriage. That's what you're doing. You making an oath with these people, man.
Right.
You understand? You making an oath with you ain't got no business doing that, man. You understand? You ain't got, and then I can see, like, I'm not with Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians being police at all, but I can see if you grew up and you seen how your neighborhood was, and you was like, you know what, I'm gonna become a cop to stop drug dealing. I'm gonna become a cop to stop this from going on, domestic abuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna become a cop to stop this, not to lock my people up and murder them. But then, for the most part, Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, they become cops. You know what I'm saying? Just to take their anger out on their people, man.
Right.
You understand? Because the Christian church teach you to hate. Because I guarantee this man go to church every goddamn Sunday.
Right,
he go to some Catholic church every goddamn Sunday, man. You understand? Where it's Mary, white Mary or white Jesus Christ. You understand? They teach you to hate Black people, man.
Right.
You understand? But if is any more on that? You want to bring some home?
Yeah, kind, sir. There's more on it. In less than a second, you hear a gunshot, the attorney said.
And why I said, it's like it. That's why I said this remind me of Tamir Rice. In less than a second, when you look at the video of Tamir Rice, he walking through the park. In less than a second, the car didn't even get to come to a stop and they didn't even get to throw the car in park. As soon as he seen him with a toy gun in his hand, he said, "This is my opportunity. Oh, I got an opportunity. I'm about to get on. I'm about to kill this young dude."
Right.
And he bounced out the car in less than a second, said freeze, and started shooting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that happened with Tamir Rice. It said less than a second, He was already shooting, man.
And if I may, sir, like these police officers, they could say whatever the hell they want to. Oh, this wasn't our intentions, right? But you know how it is when you see somebody that you don't like and you got a problem with, and you want to execute judgment on that problem. It's on sight.
Yeah.
You understand? Like when these police officers see us and they get that first opportunity to be able to murder us and take our life, oh, they don't hesitate. Yeah. That's why Tamir Rice was killed in less than a second. Yeah. That's why this young brother right here was killed in less than a second. Because they can't wait to execute judgment on the children of Israel, even our own people, because like you said, sir, they made a marriage with these other nations. You understand? They pledged their allegiance and they made a league with their oppressor. So in order for you to make a league with your oppressor, you gotta hate your own people. You understand? Like when NWA said it the best in that F the Police song, right? He said, Ice Cube said, the black cop always showing out for the white cop. Mm-hmm. Like they literally have to do the most evil, vile shit to us. You understand? To impress their master, to let their master know, oh yeah, I'm down for the cause. Or it's like say if you're a gang member, right? Man. But you come from the opposite side of the gang that y'all funking with. In order for that gang to actually look at you and be like, oh, yeah, he's one of us, you got to do the most to the people that you just came from.
And then if I may, too.
Go ahead, sir.
And that's exactly where I was about to go with it. And say, like you gangbang. okay, you really from your neighborhood, your block, your gang, clique, whatever. Right. And then you got this other person that's not from really over there, but he hang with y'all, but y'all all know that he false claim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He know in his mind, and y'all know you got to do a whole lot more to prove that you from over here, because you really ain't from over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the police. They gotta nigga, you Hispanic and you black. Nigga, white people on the police force, they know you ain't got no business being a police.
Right.
Whether you grew up square, you couldn't relate to the people like you, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no business being a police, so guess what you got to do? You gonna have to be a crash dummy.
Right.
You gonna have to be the one to take the fall. You gonna have to be the one that go and do the most. You understand? You gonna have to be the one that lose your badge. Because I guarantee that's what's gonna happen to this brother right here.
Right, that's facts.
He's gonna lose his badge, man.
If I may too, sir.
And
go ahead,
and then, nigga, 9 times out of 10, not only are you gonna lose your badge, but you gonna be fighting at a 1st-degree murder, a 2nd-degree murder, because you're not white. You know what I'm saying? They get off on murders. You don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see all these brothers getting killed, and you think that you're still able to do that too. You're not able to do that if you black, Hispanic, Native American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what like we was just talking about the other day. That's what what's that rapper name? The gay rapper. What's that nigga name?
Nas X.
No, the other one with the dreads from Atlanta.
Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug. He thought the same thing. He thought that he could just sell all the drugs, murder everybody, put hits on niggas, and give niggas $10,000 for the hits, to have sex with everybody, women, men, and women. He thought he was able to do all that, and now he's in jail for RICO.
Right.
If you black, Hispanic, Native American, you cannot commit crime and think that you're gonna rise to the top and become this boss kingpin. That's TV. Right. That is not gonna happen, nigga. You're gonna go to jail.
Right.
That's why your uncle's locked up for weed right now, nigga, from 20 years ago, and then they legalized weed 20 years later. And he's still locked up. That's why your uncle locked up for getting caught with a goddamn rock. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Black people gotta wake up, man. You understand? But Salakia, go ahead.
God, sir. Salakia. Merrick believes Ramos didn't intend to fire his weapon at that, and that his body language suggests that it was an inadvertent fire.
Yeah, you know why they saying that? Because the police are trained to kill black, Hispanic, Native American.
Right.
It's not that he's doing this on purpose. Like he's seen that brother and was like, oh, he bumped the car and kill him. They trained them. You know what I'm saying? You know when they training at the precinct and all that, they got a black Hispanic that's popping out the bushes with a gun,
right?
With the hoodie on,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like what's that movie called with Martin Lawrence?
National Security.
National Security.
Man.
Nigga, it's a black nigga or Hispanic popping out the bushes, and they got the victim with a gun to the victim head.
Right.
It's a black and Hispanic is doing that. So when they get in actual situations to where they have to pull their gun and brandish their gun, nigga, they going back to what they was trained to do. Just like an ISUBK.
Hey,
when you come
funny, sir.
No, that's real
I'm
shit.
I'm gonna say something about when you get finished.
That's real shit. Just like an ISUBK, if you come up against the camp, you know what I'm saying? You get too close, we train and say, bag up. And if you get too close, nigga, hey, bag up. You too close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get this nigga on camera, hey, bag up. We train to do that. It's the same thing with police. You know what I'm saying? When they train that, when they see black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, and they looking like they not they coming up against the police, like not obeying orders. You know what I'm saying? This is my opportunity to kill them. Look, they already got a call. Suspect going eastbound in a stolen car. He reversed in the driveway. So when he pulled to the driveway, training kicking in. Okay, I've been trained to handle situations like this.
Right.
So when that car hit that car, he was already yelling freeze, seeing the car about to hit the car. Freeze! Bah, 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 bah. He started shooting, kill this young brother. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it happens, bro.
Right.
You only do what you train to do. You know what I'm saying? They was trained to do that. That's why that brother had to lose his life, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's so disgusting. If I could, after you get done, I want to pull a scripture.
Shit, go ahead, sir. Salaki, if I may, I just want to say, quick sidebar. It's heavy that you brought out the movie National Security, right? Because if you actually look at that movie, they did not give Martin Lawrence they didn't allow him to be a police officer.
Exactly, because he didn't want to kill the nigga.
He didn't want to kill the nigga.
Right.
And he hawked down the white police officer when he was a suspect. Man,
hey, it's ridiculous. But look, that's in the movie though, because that's real shit.
That's real shit. That's really how it go. You feel me? But go ahead. So yeah. I mean, you want me to pull it?
Yeah. 2nd Ezra 14 and 13 about this shot.
Come on, kind, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They had that in that movie because that's actually real. That's really what goes down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, man, like you gotta get your children in order.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got some evil people out here that's looking to murder your children, man. Not just with abortion. You understand? But they looking to actually wait till your kid get a certain age. Man, he better not do nothing wrong. Now I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They old enough to die. You know what I'm saying? That's how they think about our children, man. But you can read them when you got it. 2nd Ezra 14:13 about the shot.
Come on, kind, sir. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13. Now, therefore, set thine house in order.
Man, look at Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, bro. We gotta set our houses in order.
Damn right.
You understand? We gotta set our like your children shouldn't be allowed to leave the house and be in a situation to where he's in a stolen car getting shot at and getting murdered by police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times I understand why these situations like this happen. Because it's not a father in the house. That's why the scripture said what? Read it again, Bible from the top.
Come on, sir. Salakia. Now, therefore, set thine house in order.
Man, look at the only way you able to. This is Ezra. This is talking to men. The only way you able to set your house in order, you know what I'm saying, or sister, you able to set your house in order, allowing your man to rule that house. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee 9 times out of 10, he 13 years old. She can't whoop him no more. You know what I'm saying? He 13 years old. I've seen a picture of him, but he got his eyebrow cut.
Right.
He looked like he's in the streets.
Right.
Your mom can't do nothing with you, man. About time you have just why we independent women, but I'm independent, I do this and that. Look it, man. You ain't gonna want to be independent when your son get 15 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get 13, 14, 15 years old. He telling you to shut up. Walk around the house like he own the house that he pay rent. Right. Then he gonna be like, nigga, where's my husband at? Where's my baby daddy or my boy? Somebody needs to put this nigga in order. Sometimes they happen older than, way before they get 13. You know what I'm saying? They started getting reckless. And that's why the Bible says you got to set your house in order, man. You understand? Like Commander General Hunter said, they always saying that we need a black man in the White House, but we really need a black man in our house. We need a black man in every Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian house. That's what we need, man. And then you wouldn't have situations like this. You know what I'm saying? Because if I walk downstairs and you're not in your room, nigga, and I find out you're not in your room, you're 13 years old, hold on, because obviously if you leave and you ain't in your house, you're not doing good in school.
The daddy ain't there.
The father's not there. You know what I'm saying? So if a father is there and he ain't in the house, it's gonna be a problem. And guess what? 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, they fear that problem.
Hell yeah.
They fear they father like, oh, yeah,
right,
nigga, this nigga tripping. But your mom, I don't have to, I know growing up, nigga, my mom, grandma child with me, this is a joke. Nigga, give me this belt. Man, give me the nigga, I was 10, now I was literally 8, 9 years old. Man, give me this belt, nigga.
Right.
We finna wrestle behind this belt. You ain't whooping me. You know what I'm saying? But my dad come around, I'm like this. Oh shit, he tripping. I know he tripping off every little thing. Let me tighten up right quick. And you need that in the house. You need that in your household. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture. Damn, what's the scripture, man? Let me, if I could, just right quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta fear the Lord.
Right.
You literally have to fear the Lord like that, man. And if you don't fear Isaiah, let me get Isaiah chapter 33 and 6. You gotta fear the Lord like that. That you fearing the Lord like that, like a father. That's the beginning of wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what the scripture say? With all that getting, get understanding. That's the beginning of wisdom right there. You fearing the Lord like that, knowing that if I do anything that's against these scriptures, if I do anything that's not in order, the Lord gonna do something with me. Man.
That's definitely your sword, sir.
Yeah. Already got it written down.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Man,
look at wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. If you Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you gotta move with wisdom. The times that we living in, you gotta move wise. You gotta make wise decisions, man. You can't just do shit. You can't just do shit that make you feel good. You understand? You can't do shit that make your children feel good. Right. Or he want to go out with his friends in the middle of 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with his friends. I'm gonna let him go because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to hate me. Oh man, I gotta celebrate Christmas and give my kids presents. I don't want them to hate me. You gotta do shit that's wise. That's not wise to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow children to pick what God you serve. They children. You understand? They're not old enough to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? That's why nigga, it's 2022, and guess what? You got not pharmaceutical, but you got pediatricians saying that children can pick their gender. You got pediatricians saying that children can pick if they a boy or a goddamn girl, man. You understand? That's why the scripture says, "Set thine house in order. Right. Wisdom shall be the stability of thy times." Can you read Bible, Bishop?
Okay, sir. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Nigga, the fear of the Lord is your treasure. I know brothers and sisters in the ISBK, we fear the Lord so much that we not gonna go smoke no weed. Right. That's how we ain't gonna smoke no cigarette.
Damn right.
You can put all it might cause cancer on the body and all that. Look at the Bible said and do it, so we ain't doing it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how much we fear the Lord, and that's the beginning of wisdom. That's the beginning of you being wise and making wise decisions, knowing that the Lord will put you to death. He don't want to, right. But the Lord will put you to death. The Lord will take your 13-year-old son away from you, man. Mm-hmm. The Lord will allow a homosexual to run into school and murder all the goddamn children. Mm-hmm. The Lord will allow that. You understand? That's why you have to be in order. You understand? But that's all I wanted to bring out on that, man.
Okay. What you want to do? You want to go to the next story?
Yeah, we can go to the next story. Yep.
So I get sorry if I could too. I'm gonna get 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. Yeah. Because what you're saying is so heavy about somebody about our people setting their household in order. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like sisters gotta wake up to the fact that they run the black community for real. Like all the brothers is in jail or they in another situation with a different woman because the woman that he had children with is being so evil and a monster to him that he got to get the hell up out of there. It's either stay there, like you heard the saying, it's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, that is a goddamn lie. You understand? That is a goddamn lie. It's cheaper to keep her. You understand that? What's the most most valuable thing that you have? Your goddamn life. Yeah. You understand? You keep that dragon of a woman, it can cost you your life. Mm-hmm. You understand? You get into a domestic violence dispute with this woman, and she ended up calling the police because she wants to punish you, and you'll fuck around and get murdered. Yeah. Or you'll go to jail, you understand, for not paying child support, and it affects your spirit so much that you would damn near murder this broad over what the hell is going on. Yeah. Then another situation like we reading with the young brother here that got murdered unjustly by these police. You understand? Like, of course, this is a troubled young man. His father's most likely not at home, but that don't give these damn devils the right to just murder this baby. This is a baby. Like, we in our early 30s, sir. We literally old enough to be this young nigga daddy. You understand? Like, I got a nephew that's 14 years old that asks me for advice damn near every goddamn day, and I'm with him and I fuck with him like he my son. You understand what I'm saying? Like he the same age this little boy, and of course he could go down the wrong path. You understand? Because his father's not in the home all the time like he needs to be. You understand? Like his mother and father are separated, but because he got certain people, certain male figures around him, and his father is doing an excellent job by being in his life from a distance, he not veering off to going to go be a gang member or a drug dealer. You understand? But that's not the case for most of our young brothers that grow up without their father. Sometimes, a lot of times, more often than not, you got young brothers that grow up without their father, and they don't even see their father. So their father don't instill no morals and principles in them. So they got to deal with the same loudmouth woman. That's the reason why their daddy is not in their life. If I could, I'm going to read 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion in many places. Look, man, there's confusion in the Black, Latino, and Native American community. Like, for a young brother to grow up in a house with an evil mother that basically just do whatever the hell she want to, and she don't respect no male authority figure. So the son is not going to respect no male authority figure. Yeah. That's confusion. You understand? That young brother going to think that he can go outside and do and be whatever the hell he wants to be, and he's confused. He's not being properly guided on how he should live his life as a righteous young man. You understand? Even for brothers in the world that's not in the truth, you still have a sense of, yeah, I got to teach my son to do right so he don't get out here and get killed in these streets. Yeah, you understand? And this young brother, his life is in turmoil from him not having a father, so he's confused. The household is confused. He think he the man of the house when this little dude is 13 years old. He can't be no damn man in the house. We read the article, the little nigga can't drive. Right? So like here, reading on. And the fire shall be sent out again. Man, look, we in hell. You understand? This fire is gonna get sent out again. Like Christians like to say, you're gonna burn in hell. Nigga, we burning on earth. You understand? Like the situations that we go through, like this will like the Lord is mad with the children of Israel. You understand? Like we being destroyed, you understand, body and soul in hell. You understand? By the fire and the anger of the Lord. You understand? And the wild beasts shall change their places. When they say the wild beasts shall change their places, like, who is these wild beasts that this scripture is talking about? This wild beast is your oppressor. Your oppressor is supposed to be out there, you understand, the hell away from you and not being able to oppress you in your neighborhood. But now they change their places, meaning they can come into your neighborhoods and live amongst you and chastise you and slaughter you whenever the hell they feel like it. You understand? And it says, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters. That was the piece of the scripture that I was actually looking for. Mistress women shall bring forth monsters. A mistress woman is a woman that's unclean according to the laws of the Bible. But this ain't talking about a woman being on her monthly cycle. You understand? This is talking about a woman having an unclean spirit, a woman having no moral compass. You understand? To where she should be able to raise her kids according to what God said. The Lord said, these mistress women, these unclean women, these women that don't have the wherewithal to actually raise their children to be upstanding citizens, they gonna bring forth monsters. And what's that monster? A 13-year-old that live in your neighborhood that got 4 bodies. A 13-year-old that live in your neighborhood that's gonna rob an old man coming from work, and he's already being oppressed at his job site. And he got to live in that same neighborhood with all these badass kids that's being raised by these ratchet ass broads. You understand? And that's exactly what goes on in our community. And this don't give the police no excuse for killing our babies. But if we understand how we supposed to live as a people, then this type of shit will happen way less often. You understand? But I yield on that, sir. Salakia.
Yeah, no, look, what you saying is so heavy because, nigga, if you was born in the 90s, 2000s, man, ask your father why he wasn't there. He wasn't there because your mom was a monster. You know what I'm saying? She was wicked as hell, talking to him crazy, pointing her finger in his face, going through his phone, doing what the hell she wanted to do. That's why he wasn't around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't have started another family. That's why I heard General say that shit. He was like, damn, like, you was always taught that your father was like, he was a bad guy. He didn't raise you, and you know what I'm saying? And then you see your other brothers and sisters, and he was in their life the whole time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He raised them up. He got a whole other family. He raised them up and was nice to them and took them to basketball games and football games. Went to they open gym, and you know what I'm saying? Went to what's it called? You know what I'm saying? They little events at school, but he didn't do none of that with you. You know why? Because your mom was a monster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he was trying to stay the hell away from him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why the scripture said that we wrote out, set thine house in order. We gotta set our houses in order, man. You understand? You gotta know if you a woman out there, Black, Hispanic, Native American, any woman, you gotta know your role as a woman. Because guess what? The scriptures say that the Lord deprived you of wisdom.
Damn right.
You understand? The Lord deprived you of wisdom. What wisdom? The wisdom of knowing what it takes to raise a family. the wisdom of knowing what it takes to raise a household, especially without a man. The Lord deprived you of that wisdom. You understand? He gave the men that's over you that wisdom, man. And that's why you gotta allow him to be a man.
Damn
You
right.
understand? And in the city, you see situations like this where young brothers getting killed all the goddamn time because ain't no father in the home because they was ran off by some wicked woman. You understand? But Salakia.
You gonna go to the next story?
Yeah, you can go to the next story. Hell yeah.
Take time, sir. Houston rapper Ladessian 213 Jug guy Riley, who rapped about robbing ATMs, arrested for robbing ATMs.
Man, goddamn. like my nigga. You was rapping. It's to the point now. Like it's like damn nigga. Like rappers nowadays, they rap about what they really do. You know what I'm saying? To get like fans and to get views and do all that. Like you rapping about ATMs, but you actually rob ATMs. You understand? Like Tupac, like I don't know, Tupac mama might not have been on crack. You know what I'm saying? She said those 9 times out of 10 she was on crack. But rappers back then, they should really just try to paint a story for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might have been going through that.
Right.
But rappers in 2022, they said, nigga, I murdered him on nigga O Block. He got murdered. I killed him. I had a Mac 10. I bounced out, had gray sweatpants on and some Air Max. Like they tell her, like, what the hell are you doing that for? Why are you doing that, bro? And then they investigated, like, oh, nigga, damn, this nigga gave a whole description of himself and they like you for it. Like, this nigga was rapping about, and I listened to his songs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just go like and find his article and just bring it out. I listened to the nigga songs. Like, he's talking about going coast to coast, West Coast, East Coast, to South. He going all over America, and he robbing ATMs, getting away with it. And he's talking about that's how he able to send packs and have weed and, you know what I'm saying, have edibles and smoke Zaza and pop Molly and sip syrup. That's how he able to afford the lifestyle that he lived. You know what I'm saying? His newest video that he made before he got locked up, he said, yeah, these the Numa Queens right here. Nigga, he got booked, nigga, soon after. They booked him. It was over with. Like, man, look, man, Black Hispanic name back in his man. I know you want to make you use music as a platform and a way to get out of the ghetto,
right?
But don't be an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be dumb, man. You understand? You rapping about robbing ATMs, and then they catch you for robbing ATMs.
Right.
You see how silly that is?
It's a lot here, sir. If I may, too, like, and real talk, we do mean to laugh at niggas that do dumb shit like this. Man. Because like the Lord said, like when we got the Spirit of the Lord on us. When you do something fucked up and it comes back on you, and you know damn well you shouldn't be doing that, the Lord is going to laugh at you. Yeah. Like he's literally going to laugh at you. You understand? And the men of the eye should be kept under Commander General Yohana. We find joy in what we do as being priests and prophets. You understand? Like, you have to, you got to sit back and look at your people for what they are. You understand? This is why we go out on the streets every Saturday and blaze on the public, and we trying to wake our people up, because at the same time, like the Lord is a terrible power. You understand? When you do something wrong as a Black, Latino, and Native American, it's going to happen to you. You understand? If you do some idiotic shit, excuse my French, like some idiotic shit is going to happen to you. And the Lord said that's meaning that's good. You understand? It's supposed to happen to you. Like if we keep doing BS and BS don't come back to us after we do BS, then we'll never learn. Like you feel me though, sir?
Real talk.
Like we'll never learn. Like everybody heard that saying, a hard head make a soft ass. You understand? That's literally biblical. You understand? You hard-headed if you want to. You understand? Like Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we chose not to keep the laws of God. So what happened to us? We went into slavery. Every curse in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it literally has happened to our people, every single one of us. And like me personally, and I know you too, sir, a lot of them curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, niggas didn't actually live these curses. 100%. You understand? Like when you read the curses about a brother's eye shall be evil towards his brother. Like we live that. A woman's eye shall be evil towards her husband and toward her offspring. We actually live that. You giving unto another people, like niggas going to jail and prison and shit. Like we live that. We seen every bad thing that's gonna happen with bad decisions. This is why you need niggas like us to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
you understand? You got certain OGs that's in the world. You understand, that sit up there and try to tell, oh yeah, you understand, I did that back in the day. Woo, woo. But meanwhile, you still doing that type of shit.
Right, and then if I may too,
go ahead, sir.
Then the people that you did have that did it in the 70s and 80s and early 90s and early 2000s, they glorify it.
Right.
Just like rappers do.
Right.
They don't tell you the bad side of it. Like rappers tell you that, yeah, man, I was sending packs out to Houston, Texas, you know what I'm saying? I went out there, they was giving me guns for packs of weed, and you know what I'm saying? And then I went to the South and I got the syrup plug, and then I went over here and sold perk. They tell you the good side of it. I made $1 million off of doing that, $500,000, $100K off of doing that, nigga, the whole 4 years I was doing it. But they don't tell you the bad side when he tried to send that pack of weed. You know what I'm saying? He sent the pack of weed off, but then he was driving through Texas, and some weed that you would swoop off your goddamn pants, they gathered all that shit up in the car, and they said, this is half a gram and locked you up for 8 months. Right. They ain't tell you that part. Right. They ain't tell you the part about none of that. They ain't tell you about, nigga, you couldn't prove that you was making this amount of money, so they took the car from you.
Nah, this facts that I don't want to break out.
Real true stories. This is real shit. They didn't tell you that part. So you just hear that, damn, he can make money off that. Damn, I want to be just like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not knowing that, but you're not going to go back to fucking, what's his name? The gay rapper.
Right.
Go back to him. You think that you hear these rappers speak all this stuff about getting rich off selling drugs, and I slept with her and I slept with her. I'm doing this. I killed all my ops and I got away with it. Nigga, you're going to get caught. I'm telling you, you're going to get caught. You're not going to get you got away with it for now. But nigga, trust me, the whole city know you doing this. The whole city know you built like that. They know we built you built like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get caught, man.
He with the shit. He really liked that.
And that's why, exactly. And that's why brothers like us, I might not have lived the life like Young Thug or all these other rappers, Future. I don't know, might have. But you know what I'm saying? What's important is that you change from living. Like you find out, you see, if you smart, you will see that. Damn, my OGs, all the niggas that sold dope and they telling me all these stories, these niggas, they smoke dope now.
None of them rich.
None of them rich off selling dope. Damn, nigga, I ain't gonna never sell dope, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, all their niggas I know sell dope, they pour their own dope.
Right.
Or they own some hard drug like heroin and crystal now.
Right.
Well, I ain't gonna never sell drugs no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of, like, you smart, you would look at it like that. Because if you ain't look at it like that, you will crash them. You just follow the crowd. You just following the wave. Like Kodak Black said, I know the perk is still, he said, I know the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. You know how many people going to die on fentanyl because they want to be like him?
Jet man.
Dude, it's a fake perk. And he all on TikTok, it's a fake perk.
But I'm a gremlin.
He going to pop it, have 3 fake perks on his tongue, pop it, and he going to wake up a baby. You know what I'm saying? Then they going to die and wake up a goddamn baby because he want to be an idiot following his favorite rapper.
Right.
You understand? And that show you how low we became as a people. You know what I'm saying? We look up to rappers and what's Lauren Harvey dad? Steve Harvey. We look up to entertainers and rappers and comedians as people that have wisdom. These niggas ain't got no goddamn wisdom. This nigga's a comedian. Nigga, in the back of the time of the Bible, we would have been looking up to this nigga.
If I may, sir, like what you're saying is heavy. These niggas are, what was the word that was called? A dunce. Yeah. Or a gesture. Yeah. That nigga was like you was entertainment for a rich ass king. Yeah, you was entertainment. Like they used to just look at you and laugh at you. Right. If you didn't entertain that king, they'll fucking kill you.
Like on Black Knight.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? With Martin.
With Martin,
I know y'all seen the movie Black Knight, Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? He had to go in there and sing for the king and then to get everybody to sing and play the little instruments and stuff. He wasn't looking at somebody that was noble or somebody that was respected or somebody that we should listen to for advice. No. You know what I'm saying? But like we so low as a goddamn people, we look at Steve Harvey with all them goddamn teeth he got as somebody that's renowned. Right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody we should listen to. And it with his prostitute daughter. I seen some on Facebook. She just slept with everybody. Yeah, I say it. God damn, man. When I tell you it was like 20 people, god damn, but we look at people like him who can't set his household in order. You know what I'm saying? We look at people like him and we get advice from him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We look at people like Slim
Thug,
Young Thug,
yeah.
and we get advice from him and think that, God damn, man, this is the most realest shit I ever heard. Like, this is what you gotta understand. You so dumb. Anything sound good if you ain't never heard it before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything sound good if you ain't never heard it before, man. Hey, y'all, like Black Hispanic Native Americans, you gotta wake up to that garbage, man.
If I may, sir,
Yeah,
what you said is just super heavy, right? Like earlier we was talking this shit, and shout out to Officer Kassar Pakai, because I was talking to him earlier today, and this just be the spirit of the men in the ISUPK. I could talk to one brother about a situation earlier, talk to a whole nother brother, and it'd be damn near the same comment. You understand?
Yeah.
Like what you and Kassar Pakai said to me today was what I always hear from the men above me. Niggas are not good at crime.
Yeah.
Like we dumb as hell when it comes to committing crime. Like I'm gonna make a song like the niggas who made the song about doing the PPP fraud and
this is the same scenario.
Same scenario all over again. Like he ain't even learn from them niggas. Mm-hmm. Them niggas, bro, that was breaking news.
Yeah.
Like this nigga, this nigga was on the news literally with hundreds of EDD cards.
Right.
Talking about
in the envelope. He ain't even broke the seal yet.
Come on, man. In the envelope. The nigga get caught with hundreds of EDD cards in the envelope. They already got the goddamn song on YouTube that did millions of views. And this nigga go to jail for doing exactly what the hell he said.
Right.
Like we not good at crime. Like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, wake the hell up, man. Like you gotta understand, you are not Lucky Luciano. You're not part of the Gambino family.
Scarface.
You're not Scarface.
Right.
This is not the mafia. You understand? Which Scarface was played by a goddamn devil, Al Pacino, portraying to be one of our brothers, you understand, from the tribe of Manasseh. We not them people. Mm-hmm. Crime ain't for us. Right. You understand? The Lord said, you are the only family that I've known on planet Earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your sins. Like, nigga, we rob a bank, we going to jail.
You going to jail.
If I sell drugs, I'm going to jail. Like, if I try to prostitute a woman out, I'm going to jail for pimping and pandering, and they're going to give me life.
And it's crazy, right? Especially being in the world, you would have heathen friends, and they might have got away with it. And then next, you sit in the goddamn home tank like, God damn, I did the same thing this nigga did.
Right.
How am I going to jail?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Black, Hispanic, Native American, we are not good at committing crime.
Right.
That's why this brother, he used to rap about robbing ATMs, and then guess what? He got caught for robbing ATMs. Brothers in Chicago, they rap about dropping your location. I'm gonna come kill you. No, we ain't from 63rd. And then guess what? You go to jail because they looked up your phone information and you Googled the nigga address to go kill him.
Right.
Like with Black, Hispanic, Native American, we ain't good at committing crime. Like if you gotta Google a nigga address to go kill him, you're an idiot. You're not good at crime.
Right.
Nigga, if you gotta rap about robbing ATMs and then you get caught for it, you're not good at committing crime. I don't care how much money and successful you was from doing it. You're an idiot. You're dumb. You know what I'm saying? The white man, he break the laws. All the laws that he created, he break them all day and get away with it and never get caught.
Right.
He never get caught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so like, if you got any more, you can read it.
Okay, kind, sir. Houston rapper LaDeshaun Riley, age 30, who goes by the stage name 213 Jugg, was one of 4 people arrested and charged in robbing an ATM technician at a Bank of America in Nashville as he was working on an ATM machine on Monday.
Right, so he's moving around. This brother is from Houston, Texas. He all the way in Nashville robbing ATMs because this is his way of life. This is how he made a living. This is how he will support his drug habit of smoking weed and sipping syrup and popping pills and buying Alexander McQueen. You know what I'm saying? Buying Fendi and Gucci and Louis and all that. That's how he was able to do it. Robbing ATMs. You know what I'm saying? And then he got smart. He figured out, damn, you know what? I can start rapping about the lifestyle that I actually live.
Right.
Except he was stupid because he was rapping about the lifestyle that he actually lived. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you know what I'm saying, like that make no sense.
No,
like,
for sure, son.
If you really live the lifestyle, you can give somebody a glimpse of that. You know what I'm saying? And probably talk about it or talk about somebody's other story, but if you smart and you really a real criminal, which you shouldn't be if you Black, Hispanic, Native American, you never supposed to rap and talk about this stuff that you actually do.
Right.
Nigga, because you will get caught. Somebody will tell on you.
If I may, sir, you ain't never heard a Italian mobster get in the studio talking about how he extorting his whole goddamn community.
I'm really in an Italian mob.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This gang, Gambino life, or whatever the hell they got going on. You understand? They not sitting up here talking to you about all the rackets that they got going on. Like the Italian mob is alive and well in 2022, and we don't know what the hell they doing. That's because that oppressor, them goddamn Edomites, they actually good at doing crime.
And if I may too, what you saying so heavy, right? Because I was watching I don't know if y'all familiar with Swamp Stories on YouTube, but they was talking about the Latin Kings.
Right.
They were saying that he was saying basically like in 2022, nigga, he don't know what they got going on.
Right.
He was like, man, I wish I could document more and take what they got going on, but I don't know how they run this organization and doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And Black, Hispanic, Native American, we don't know how to be tip-top criminals like that.
Right.
We don't know how to do that. You know why? Because you shouldn't be a criminal.
Damn
you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't break the rules. You shouldn't break the law. That's what you shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why it's over. Nigga, look, it was 900,000 slaves in America.
Right.
In the 1700s, in the 1800s. Guess what? It's over 2 million Black people in prison right now. Mm-hmm. It's more Black people in prison than there was actual slaves in America. You know why? Because after the Civil Rights movement, us trying to be American and integrate with our oppressor, trying to break the law by drinking. It was against the law at one point in time for you to drink at the same water fountain as your oppressor.
Right.
But Martin Luther King, his lust for wanting to sleep with a white woman was so heavy, he said, I'm going to break the law. That's how bad I want to sleep with a white woman.
Right.
And look, you still repeating that today. My lust for wanting to be like my oppressor so bad, I am going to sell the drugs that they put in my community.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I am going to sleep with the women that's whore. I am going to make my women whores. You understand? I am going to leave my children, leave women to raise them so they can just grow up and become a murderer like me. I am going to do that. That's what you say when you take on this culture of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us a culture, man, and you don't have to steal. Especially if you like if this brother knew the Bible and he knew of the prophecies that's in his Bible, you wouldn't have to steal and try to become famous and try to become rich in his kingdom. Because guess what? Man, this kingdom is gonna get destroyed in an hour.
Right.
That's what the Bible say. Nigga, we gonna all the people that's kings and all these different people, even us, we gonna look back in less than in 60 minutes, we gonna look and be like, damn, that was a big ass country that was oppressing us, nigga.
Right.
Like, goddamn, they was oppressing us so bad, nigga.
For a long time.
Nigga, for 400 years, we was getting oppressed by them. And in an hour, it's going to be gone. Like, what are you working for? Why do you want to be a part of this country and this Western civilization so bad? It's not going to benefit you, man. But you know why you want to be a part of it so bad? Because you don't believe in the prophecies of this Bible because you're a Christian pastor.
Right.
You don't believe that Christ is going to actually return, you know what I'm saying, with 200 million angels and destroy his kingdom. You don't believe that. But in ISU, the Commanders, we actually believe that. That's why we don't sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't do the things that we used to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why we let that old man die, man.
Yeah, right,
you know what I'm saying? That's why we don't steal and rob and hit licks no more and tie people up in goddamn houses, because we know that Christ is going to return and we ain't going to have to do none of that.
Right.
We going to be able to tie these people up and put them in chains righteously.
Right.
You understand? Because they did it to us. That's what it's saying in Revelation 13 and 9. You know what I'm saying? He that have an ear, let him hear. Mm-hmm. Those that lead into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
You ain't gonna have to steal nothing. They put us in chains and took everything. They gonna go in chains, man. And they will have to build our kingdom up. That's what we doing. That's what real gangsters do.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm right.
And then look, and guess what? Even if I don't get to see it in my lifetime, I'm gonna live this out, and I'm gonna endure until I die, so I can raise my children up in this. So eventually, when I do come back, I'm a part of the same elite family.
Damn right.
That's
son.
what it's about.
Damn
I don't
right.
give a damn if I don't get to see it.
Damn
You know
right.
what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure that I'll raise my children up in this. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they raise their children up in this so that when I come back, nigga, I'm elite.
Right.
I'm elite. I ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gotta steal nothing, do nothing. And guess what? If you break the law, I'm gonna cut your head off.
Damn right.
That's
sir.
what I'm working for.
Damn right.
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? But Salakia.
And if I may too, sir, what you bringing out is so heavy, right? Like the scriptures say, the first shall be last. You understand?
Yeah.
Like you strive to be all you can be in America if you want to.
Yep.
I'm not doing that. You understand? I don't care about the of course, like we want money to sustain our families and help our nation out while we in captivity. But if I got to go against the laws of the Bible, you understand the morals that we live by as a people, that we supposed to live by as a people, I don't want it. You understand? Like I'm not going to ATM to go steal to get $30,000 when I know that's against the Bible. You understand? Because what's going to happen to me? Eventually, what's going to happen to me is I'm going to get the judgment that the Lord is going to place on me. And I'm cool on that. You understand? Like you said, sir, we got to endure to the end. I would rather be a doorman in the kingdom of heaven than to be a rich person in America.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You understand? Because like, if I'm a doorman in the kingdom of heaven, then like the Lord is with me. But if I'm rich here in America, it ain't nothing that can't happen to me. I can be murdered. I can be killed by the police. I can get the police called on me by my woman. They kill me. I can get into it with my woman and get into an altercation with her family, and one of us die and the other one go to prison. Like you just subject to so many evil things that can happen to you when you don't have morals and standards and you don't live by the Bible. You understand? This empire will chew you up and spit you out. You understand? And us being men of God, like we understand. Like the scripture said, the beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord. We understand that. Look, if we don't fear the Lord, we will die. If you don't fear the Lord, you're a dummy because you know goddamn well you can die. You understand? But Salaki, I'm gonna yield on that, sir. You wanna
You go to the next one. I was pretty much in on that.
Okay,
and what you're saying is heavy. Like, man, we understand that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Right.
We know that, nigga. If we decide to go out there and say, you know what, I'm struggling. I lost my job. I got 4, 5 kids. We staying with somebody. We live in the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I want a fast car. I want a big, nice van. You know what I'm saying? I want to be living in a 4, 5 bedroom. You know what? I got an opportunity to rob this ATM and get $1,000 from it. I mean, get a couple $1,000 from it, or $100,000 of what he was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the opportunity. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that opportunity, man. You understand? Just build you up a business or something. Go start wholesaling houses or something. Do something like that.
Right.
You ain't gotta commit crime to survive in this kingdom. Because then what you're going to do is you're going to create a ripple effect to where everybody's suffering from the decision that you wanted to make. You understand? And that's why, like, when we doing ISBK so heavy, because we understand that individualism, it kills nation building. You know what I'm saying? We understand that the decisions that I make, it falls on everybody. Right. Not just my family, but it falls on my nation, people that I don't even understand. Like, niggas in the 80s didn't understand that. They were selling dope. You know what I'm saying? They were selling coke, heroin, crack. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't never think in their mind that the decisions that they was making selling these drugs was going to affect their whole nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they was thinking for themselves. They was thinking as an individual.
Right.
And that's why individualism kills nation building.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? When you come into ISUK, you can't think as an individual. You know what I'm saying? The burden of decision making is supposed to be on your shoulders. You understand? The burden of making decisions for a nation is supposed to be on your shoulders. If I make sense.
No, that makes sense. Right?
It's supposed to be on your shoulders. Like, damn, if I make this decision, how if I decide to do this, how can that affect my nation?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not live to see what crack did. You might not live to see what heroin did, fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of brothers, they selling drugs. They cutting everything with fentanyl.
Right.
You got 100,000 people, over 100,000 people die annually, you know what I'm saying, since 2000, you understand, from fentanyl.
Right.
I mean, 66% of them is died for fentanyl. You understand? And the people that's cutting the Percocets that everybody want to pop, because Future that's popping these, all these different over-the-counter pain medications, the people, the distributors, the drug dealers that's doing it, they not thinking how this is going to affect their community.
Right.
Because they like, nigga, this is a get-rich scheme.
Right.
I'm going to do this to get rich.
Right.
I'm worried about my immediate family. But a real priest and prophet of the Lord, we worry about how can this affect everybody in my nation. You understand? We got the weight of that on our shoulders.
Damn
like
right,
we ain't the Christian church. Like that's what the Christian church is, like a fucking drug dealer.
Right.
That's what them niggas do. They take everybody goddamn money.
Worse,
and
sir.
They worse.
Worse,
Nigga.
sir.
They take everybody goddamn money, and they don't even think how is this going to affect the nation. And that's why in 2022, I mean, it's like in 2022, the Christian church then got over $500 billion since the 80s from the black community. You know what I'm saying? Just not the church, the Christian pastors all over America. They got over, you can look it up. This ain't some shit I'm making up. They got over $500 billion from the black community. And meanwhile, we suffer and dying, and the ghetto is falling to decay. You get gentrified from your neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing anything about it.
Right.
You know why? Because everybody's thinking about how they can build individually, how they can build their family up. But in ISBK, we ain't like your Christian pastor.
Damn right,
we
sir.
ain't like your local drug dealer.
Right.
We think about how we can build our nation up, not just
Damn
our
right.
immediate family.
Damn
You
right.
understand? That's what separates us from Farrakhan and your Christian pastor and your cousins and your uncles and whoever the hell else. You understand? We ain't like them because we actually give a damn about our people. But Salakia, I ain't want to be too long-winded.
Now, what you saying is so right, sir. If I could, I just want to chime in just a little bit on what you're saying about individualism. Like, if brothers understood that individualism hurts your nation back then in the 80s, East 14th and Oakland wouldn't look how it look right now.
Oh, man.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be no Skid Row in Sacramento right now if niggas understood the effects of individualism. Here you got brothers trying to get rich and look out for themselves. And I don't blame the brothers. I blame the Christian church, and I blame the devil because poverty, you understand, is literally the reason why these brothers was like, man, I got to get up out of hell. Yeah. How are these people getting rich around me? Oh, they selling drugs. Your Christian pastor has told you that Jesus is a white man and God is a white man. But then when we look at white people in the 70s and the 80s, what they got? They got all the money. You understand? Where's the drugs coming from? That shit. They don't grow in our neighborhood. I ain't never seen a poppy field in my life. like how you know what I'm saying? I've never seen that. I've never seen a coca leaf in my life. Yeah. Like a lot of the Northern Kingdom tribes, they've seen this, but they not the ones that's cultivating this shit. Yeah. And if they are cultivating it grow in their backyard, and some white people that came over there like, look, I give y'all this amount of money for these plants. And I'm like, shit, take this shit. This shit just grow here. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, they take this shit in the lab, sir, like how you brought out on the TikTok. Yep. You understand? And they come up with a serum or some type of potion and make it a drug to where they can cast spells on your people. You understand? Mm-hmm. And this trickled down to the black community when you got brothers that want to get out of hell. They done been to church growing up. Your Christian pastor has told you God is a white man and Jesus is a white man. But when you look at the white man in reality, this nigga's rich. So how the hell am I supposed to get rich? I'm going to do what the hell he do. Yep. I'm going to sell drugs like him. You understand? I'm going to care about myself just like him. And in turn, what happened? You got sisters that's still battling with drug addiction that started in the 70s and the 80s. And if they still alive, they still battling with drug addiction right now in the 2020s. Mm-hmm. You got brothers that grow up like, I'm gonna speak for me personally, and brothers that come from a similar background like me. Nigga, my mama was on drugs before I was born. You understand? myself included, but brothers and sisters having drugs in their system when they born. You know what that does to a black man when he gets older? This nigga's very aggressive and violent. You know what I'm saying? Crack babies are the ones that came up in the 90s and in the early 2000s and had to fend for themselves and seeing how bad that their neighborhoods was and the position that they was put in and the conditions that they put in, and it made them niggas wild out so much to where you got a murder rate to the tune of 600 people being murdered in the streets of Chicago because these niggas are products of drug dealers. Yeah. These niggas are the products of their mamas being on drugs when they kids, and they growing up in households to where they mama sleeping around with multiple men, or they literally are a baby that was born with a drug addiction, or their father wasn't around because their father did so many years in prison behind him wanting to be a drug dealer and take care of his own people. Individualism killed blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And then look, and if I may, what you saying, most time Christ, and what you saying is so heavy, right? Mm-hmm. Because going back to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chicago, we gonna touch Chicago on a second too. Sir. Like what you saying is so heavy because, like I say all the time, like Chicago got 2 black billionaires that's from Chicago. Right. Went to school there, elementary there, middle school, high school. Right. Nigga, Oprah is from Chicago. Right. She's a billionaire. Right. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West is from Chicago. Right. He's a billionaire.
If I may too, sir, Michelle Obama lived in Old Black when she was a kid.
Nigga, Michelle Obama, who married to that stinking dirty heathen, man.
Man, come on, man.
She is from Chicago. You got billions of dollars that come from Chicago. Billionaires that come from Chicago. Now look at Chicago. Right. They got a murder, like you said, a murder rate that 600 people dying. You know how many days is in a year? Like all the you just hear 600 and say, damn, that's crazy. Like it's 365 days in a year. Let's break this down. It's 365 days in a year. You understand? And it's 600 people dying a year. Right. In this one city, that means it's murder every day. Sometimes it's 4, 5, 6 people dying.
Right, right.
That's horrible, man. And that's just a murder. I can just imagine how many people get molested and domestic violences and overdoses. You know what I'm saying? That's literally horrible, especially when you got billionaires that come up out of this city, man. Right. But that's like that going to what we're saying. Individualism kills nation building. Right. Because guess what? Oprah only give a damn about herself. Kanye West only give a damn about him, and Kim Kardashian, even though she don't even want his ass. Right. You know what I'm saying? All your Christian pastors, they only give a damn about them and their immediate family. Right. It's going to come a time where you're going to have to step up and you have to worry about your nation, because guess what? Your kid going to go outside, it's going to be somebody trying to hand him fentanyl to sell. Damn right. So. You know what I'm saying? Your kid going to turn 13 years old, he going to get shot down by the police. Like we see in San Antonio, Texas. Right. That's what's going to happen. So you're going to have to stop being selfish and worry about your not just your family, but everybody kid, because that's how the block used to be. Right. That's how the neighborhoods used to be. And if you do something at school, by the time you get home, you already got 4 whoopings. That didn't happen in my era. Right. But in the 70s and stuff like that, 60s, 50s, about time you got suspended from school, something happened at school, you finna get your ass whooped all the way until you get home. And then when you get home, your mama and your dad will whoop you. Now we living in time 2022. You touch somebody's kid, you want to die. That's the time that we living in right now. Right. If you touch somebody's kid, they're going to kill you. They're going to jail.
Individualism,
because of individualism. You understand? That shit kills nation building, man. You understand? And that's why we destroyed as a people right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted to serve other gods and sell drugs and do this and become a whoremonger. You black, Hispanic, Native American, you got to understand how important it is to love your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand how important it is to sin against God. Like, we live in 2022, we don't even know what the hell sin is. Right. We don't even know what the hell sin is, man. And that's why you got to wake up, because everything that we talking about is very important. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring out a scripture or something, Marcus?
I'm going to bring it out when we get to this next.
Oh, yeah, sure. We're going to come on with the next article. Yeah, you can read it when you got it up, Michelle.
Come, sir.
what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to IBK Terminal. Smash that like button. You understand? We're going to be doing this every Wednesday, man. Dropping Jewels podcast. That's what we do, man. We drop jewels on you. You know what I'm saying? So when something important to you, it's up to you to pick it up. It's up to you.
You understand, man? And we definitely appreciate the support. You understand, the new subscribers, and help us push this truth, man. Because this is very important. Like us, Black men, Latino men, Native American men, and ISUBK, you understand? We understand. We going up. We understand that, like, individualism kills nations. So versus us going outside and doing something ignorant or doing something to benefit ourselves, we sit back and teach these classes. We create podcasts, you understand, to actually warn our people about what's going on. You understand? Like, we're the watchmen of the children of Israel. We care about our people, so we understand that, look, we can't just be sitting back doing whatever the hell we want to do. You understand? We got to sit back and come up with plans for us to we got to come up with plans for us to push this truth out, to wake our people up, for our brothers, for our sisters, for our mamas, our daddies, you understand, our children, our little cousins. You understand? We do this because we understand what it means to love your people. You understand? But Salakia, let's see.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's real talk, man. We seen the effects of what being an individual does. You understand? Like, you need a team. You understand? Because guess what? All these other nations, they moving as a team.
Right.
All these other, with their culture, their religions, you know what I'm saying, just being one with their people, they move as a team. Black, Hispanic, Native American, you're the only people on the planet that moves as an individual. Well, that ain't me. Man, well, what you do don't affect me. No, what you do affects me.
Right.
What you do affects our children. You understand? That's how you got to look at it.
Let me get this article, sir.
That's how you got to look at it, man. Once again, man, smash that like button. Like and subscribe to ISUBK Sacramento.
You understand? And don't be scared to comment. You understand? And give us some feedback if you got questions, anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay, here we go. This is from the Block Club Chicago. Chicago drill rapper FBG Cash killed, woman hospitalized after shooting in Auburn, Gresham.
Man, you got this rapper that comes from Chicago. We just talked about how bad Chicago was.
Mm-hmm.
You got this rapper, and look at, and if you know anything about drill music, the brothers that's from Flyboy Gang, that's the acronym for FBGD. I mean FBG. You know what I'm saying? Flyboy Gang. These brothers, they just started to break the door down and get in the industry.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you heard the song. They didn't let the GDs in the dough. You know what I'm saying? Before that, the industry was only allowing BDs like Chief Keef, Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
They was only allowing them to get music and become mainstream and be on the radio. But now they open the door for these other brothers to break the door down and put their music out. You know what I'm saying? And make a living off their music.
Right.
But this brother, if you look at his YouTube, he was doing millions of views.
Right.
He was doing 500,000, 1.2 million, 2 million, 3 million. He started to go up. You understand? But it's crazy because I'm familiar with drill music, so I can speak on it a little bit. He just started dissing like his ops. You understand? Even though these niggas right around the corner from each other, they know each other, went to the same school.
Literally.
He just started dissing them, and then next thing you know, he come up dead.
Right.
You understand? And then it's crazy because not only does this happen in Chicago, but this happened everywhere.
Everywhere.
Especially in Northern California. Man, this happened in Sacramento.
If I may, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people don't realize this, but Northern California is the originator of drill music.
Yeah, no.
Before they was doing this in Chicago, they've been doing this in Northern California. You understand? And when I say they've been doing, I'm not talking about 2-3 years before. No, I'm talking about like 10 years before we even heard of Chief Keef brothers been going back and forth as far as like really talking about murdering each other in cities like Oakland and Sacramento. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like, and of course, we're not glorifying drill music at all, but Chicago, Chicago is one of the major cities that you hear about it in, but this goes on everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like it's happening in Florida, it's happening in Atlanta, it's happening in Philadelphia. Oh my God, Philadelphia is fucked up. Excuse my French. Yeah. New York is messed up. You understand? Los Angeles, like this became the culture of Blacks, Latinos, and Native American young men. You understand? For us to literally get on songs and rap about killing each other, like the so-called oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and Christianity is the worst drug that we've ever had. Mm-hmm. Like before this type of stuff, before us losing our identity as a people, we've been making drill music. Like if you go look, like make sure y'all go look at a lot of the past videos from the Nothing New Under the Sun series. You understand? Yeah. I did a class about drill music back in biblical times. Our drill music was us praising the Lord for us conquering our enemies of another nation. Mm-hmm. Now they didn't did a number on our brain. So like King David used to make songs about him going to battle and defeating Philistines. Yeah. Now the offspring of King David that lives in the ghetto right now, we're not talking about getting justice and the Lord being with us for us going in battle against another nation that's oppressing us. We talking about killing our brother that live around the corner from us. We talking about the ops is not the Edomites or the Philistines or the Moabites no more. The ops is another Judite that live in your same goddamn community. You understand? The ops these days is another Issacharite brother that got a different color rag than you. Like this is bull. Like this is BS at its highest. You understand? And all of this comes from Christianity. You understand? Individualism. You understand? Brothers not having a household in order, and sisters beating down brothers and them not wanting to stick around to see their children prosper in life. You know, like we Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, like we just are destroyed people. You understand? But Salakia, sir, go ahead. Or you want me to keep going?
Yeah. Keep going on FBGD.
Come on, sir. FBG Cash was part of the Chicago drill rap group Flyboy Gang, which lost rapper FBG Duck to a shooting in 2020.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, we seen FBG Duck get murdered, you know what I'm saying, coming out of the store with a 40, with a 30 on him, you know, in the middle of the street, gunned down.
In a prestigious shopping area, right, in one of the most beautifulest parts of a major city like Chicago. Like, FBG Duck got killed in a place that's like Melrose in Los Angeles,
right? Or like
Beverly Hills or something, or the shopping district in Manhattan, New York. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like a prestigious area where you got a whole lot of Edomites that actually have the companies. Like when you go to those parts of major cities, this ain't. You're not going to a goddamn mall in the ghetto. You're going to an area where rich white people shop.
Right, and ultimately where you know you safe at.
Right.
Like you know it still might get spunky.
Of course.
But then you know, like, okay, I'm cool. Niggas ain't even really over here like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that just show you, and not to cut you off, but that just show you how the rivalry and the gang banging in Chicago is so serious.
Right.
They can't wait like this. They can't wait to catch you. Like nigga, 2012 became the era of drop your location if you really with the business.
Right.
We gonna kill you. And guess what, man? Look at that's in the Bible. Like brothers being warriors like that. Like what it was saying in Exodus. The scripture say the Lord is a man of war. Mm-hmm. So guess what? we men of war too.
Damn right.
You understand? Christ was a man of war. Black, Hispanic, Native American.
Right.
We are men of war.
Right.
You understand? But we using that war mentality in the wrong situation. We using it like how you can't kill nobody that's a part of your army and then think that you just did somebody a justice.
Right.
Like you killing niggas that's a part of your army. You understand? You're not doing doing nobody injustice.
Right.
You actually making it easier for the niggas that's actually against both of y'all.
Right.
You understand? But this brother Cash, he got killed. And keep reading, Mama Kashad.
Come on, sir. Chicago rapper FBG Cash was killed in a shootout that almost left a woman seriously wounded. That also left a woman seriously wounded in Auburn, Gresham early Friday, according to police in the Cook County Medical Examiner's office.
Right. So this brother was sitting in the car. I'm pretty sure the article probably gonna bring it out, but I already said it. You know what I'm saying? This brother was sitting in the car with a female. You understand? Mind you, he already got millions of views on YouTube. The whole city know who he is.
He just signed a major record deal, sir.
He just signed him into who? You know what it was?
I don't know if it. I don't know if it was some major record label company. Like they gave like for him to do that many millions of views. This wasn't no $100,000 record deal.
Yeah.
Like he probably got a few $100,000, if not $1 million or two, from this record deal.
Okay.
He actually got a backing from an actual major record distribution company. You understand? So this ain't like him signing to a black man or another black man that's from the same ghetto as him that got a little bit of more money as him. He actually went into them white people offices and negotiated a deal for them to distribute his music to the public.
Yeah, because I seen that. When I looked up his music, he was doing millions of views. And I'm like, damn, I never even heard of him prior to getting killed. I mean, I heard a song from him before, but I didn't really pay no mind to it because drill music, all of it sound the same.
Right.
Everybody dissing each other. We smoking this nigga. We smoking this nigga. We smoking on this pack. It all pretty much sound the same.
And if I may too, sir, not to cut you off,
no,
but just to show you how important he was for the drill culture. Like when you think of drill music, what's the first name that come to your mind?
Yeah, Lil Durk, Chief Keef.
He is one of the niggas that's funking with them.
Yeah, I know.
So when you think of Lil Durk and Chief Keef, you automatically gonna be like, okay, he funking with them. Let me see what his music is about. Like, cause black people, we love controversy.
Right.
You understand? So in order for him to be the opposition to them, like you gotta think about it like, okay, this nigga funking with Chief Keef and Lil Durk. Of course, everybody wants to see a show. So, like, off top, this is why he's doing millions of views. You understand? His fan base was as big as Chief Keef and them niggas.
Yep.
Just because they from the same neighborhood, but from opposite gangs, and this side and that side is known for killing each other.
Yeah.
So he definitely was up there as far as like being a known drill rapper, and then on top of that, he's FBG Duck's partner. Like right. this is folks he grew up with. You feel me? So FBG Duck gets killed. It seemed like, damn, that's the end of this side of the war. Then FBG Cash started doing numbers, and then he get a record deal, and it's just big news for the drill culture.
Right.
Yeah, they was on his line. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You understand?
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, bro, with that game making, man. Like, they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait for somebody to pop up on that side doing music and really blow, so they can make an example of them and prove that they the top dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really with the business in Chicago. We the ones that's really doing the drill.
Right.
But really, everybody's drilling. You got 600 murders a year. So 9 times out of 10 that they rapping about they killing people, those rappers, they kill people. They ain't just talking about it like Tekashi 6ix9ine, I killed somebody. These niggas, these brothers really killing people, man.
Right.
You understand? And what you gotta understand is that when you living in a culture, in an environment, in a society like that, like you think it's you that's doing that, but the Lord, like you'll get a spirit put on you to want to take another brother's life And then guess what? The same brother, the brother that life that you took, the Lord will put a spirit on somebody else to take your life. You understand? That's why. That's why 600 murders a year in Chicago.
Right.
You understand? And if I could, let me see.
But
Let me get James 1:13.
come on, sir.
Let me see. I believe it's James chapter 1 verse 13. You understand? Because this is what you gotta understand about drill music and killing each other, man. You understand? Like it ain't just.
I think that is what you want.
James
Which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor the
Start
will.
at 12.
Okay, sir. This is the book of James. James?
This John.
Oh, Salakia. James. Salakia, sir.
Because this is what you gotta understand, man. Like, if you got a spirit on you to kill another brother, man, there's like, you ever seen the movies growing up, you know what I'm saying, on Disney Channel, on cartoons, when the angel pop up on this side with all white on,
right,
and then the devil pop up on this side with red on, and he making the devil making it sound real good. You know what I'm saying? He telling you, man, you should do this, you should do this. And then you got the angel on this side telling you that, man, no, don't do that, don't listen to him. Ooh, that, I ain't gonna say that's real, because that's not what happens. Ain't no angels popping up on your shoulders.
Right.
But you will get a demon on you to tell you that, man, you know what?
Right.
Nigga, pick this gun up and kill him.
Right.
You understand? That is a demon on you, man.
And if I may too, sir, like that angel and that demon, like this is literally what Christ battled in his head. Yeah. When Christ was tempted by the devil, this is Christ having suicidal thoughts. Yeah. And then him like, nah, I shouldn't even tempt the Lord. Yeah. Like this is literally him having a battle in his mind. That angel and that demon sitting on your right shoulder and left shoulder. This is what a lot of people go through when you feel like you should crash out or you should do something that you know you shouldn't do. But then it's a thought in your head like, nah, I can't do that. Yeah. Like that's off. That's dumb as hell. You understand? But Salakia, sir.
Yeah, no, real talk, man. A lot of people, they got spirits that hop on them and tell them to do certain things. But the thing is, when the spirits hop on brothers and sisters and tell them to do some certain things, especially evil things, they think it's them talking.
Right.
You know what? This nigga just called me a bitch in the store. Nigga, I'm about to shoot this nigga in the store. You thinking it's you saying that. But you got a demon on you that's telling you to shoot this man in the store. Because why?
Right.
Nigga, because you're gonna kill him, you're gonna go to jail and get life. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, that brother probably was sleeping on somebody's wife and getting away with it. You know, the Lord didn't kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord is a gangster.
Damn right.
That's what you don't understand. The Lord is a straight gangster. He's not just some soft dude with slippers on. You know what I'm saying? That's saying, you know what, you sinned, I forgive you. Oh, you sinned again, you just sinned 100 times. He keeps saying, that's not God. That's not the Lord. The Lord is a gangster. He will take your life away from you. You understand? And we gonna read it right now. Read James 1 in 12 Bible shop. Because this brother Cash, FBGD Cash, you understand, he's a drill rapper. And when you listen to his music, he was talking about killing brothers, man. And I was listening to a song on the way over here. He was like, man, I just shot a lot of niggas in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I killed a few niggas in Chicago. You understand? But what he not understanding is that he did it physically, but you had a demon on you that told you to do that. You understand? You had a demon on you that told you to do that. You understand? But you can read it when you got a Bible, y'all.
Come on, sir. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Right, man. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Like Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we tempted all the time, especially growing up in America where they teach for the Christian church, the Muslim mosques, everybody, man, the politicians, Democrats, everybody teach you to hate your people.
Right.
You understand me? Especially when you take on the culture of everybody else and their religions, they teach you to hate your people. Right. That's why the Hispanic brother killed that 13-year-old.
Right.
You understand? Because they teach you to hate your people. You understand? Well, read it again, Baba Gashar.
Come on, sir. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Man, well, look at blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Like you gonna go through temptation. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Blessed is the man that's able to endure through that temptation.
Right.
A lot of brothers ain't able to endure through that temptation. They get temptations on them, and lust that, you know what, that nigga from 63rd, I caught him slipping at the store. I cannot let this be said that I seen him and he seen me, I didn't do nothing. I'm going to kill this nigga on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Same thing in California, Sacramento, Stockton, Oakland. It's the same thing that happens everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to endure temptation because guess what? You're going to be tempted. You know what I'm saying? Because them demons, they know what demons you battling. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, who want to actually go out and kill people? You got some niggas that's just bipolar and weird that just want to actually catch bodies. But for the most part, you don't want to spend your life going around looking for somebody to kill because of a song. You don't want to do that. You understand? And that's why I said bless him that endure through temptation. Because guess what? The demons know the demons that you trying to fight. Oh, okay, I'll make music. I'll do this. I don't even want to kill that nigga like that. Ain't that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I get the opportunity, I might take his life. And guess what? You're going to be given that opportunity. You're going to be given that opportunity. But blessed is him that enduring to the end. You better endure. You better endure and not take that opportunity, man. Because guess what? If you take that opportunity, the Lord going to take the same opportunity on you.
I'm right,
you know what I'm saying? Keep reading, Mo Bishop.
Come. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Man, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through temptation. But when you try and you pass those trials, like we did in Hebrew Academy, when you pass those trials, you know what I'm saying? What did it say? He shall what?
It's like it. He shall receive the crown of life.
Yeah, you shall receive the crown of life.
Right.
You endure that temptation. You endure that trial. You're going to receive the crown of life. You understand? Keep reading.
Come, sir. Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Keep going.
Come, verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Man, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. Like God is not putting a spirit on you to make you want to go kill somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God ain't putting you a spirit on you to make you want to go steal from somebody or rob some ATMs. God ain't putting a spirit on you to make you want to kill a 13-year-old because his stolen car bumped up your troll car.
Right.
God ain't putting that spirit on you.
Damn right, sir.
You understand? Keep reading.
Come, sir. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Right. God don't tempt any man, especially not with evil.
Right.
You understand? God ain't going to never say, man, look it, you already had that spirit on you to be a homosexual, go kiss that man.
Right.
Or you already had that spirit on you to want to kill somebody, go kill him. Or you already had that spirit on you to be a child molester, go do it. The God ain't never tempted no man to want to do evil. You understand? The Lord ain't tempting nobody to do that. Keep going.
Come, sir. Verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Right. That brother that committed that murder, that killed his brother FBG Cash, he already had that lust on him to want to murder.
Right.
He was just looking for an opportunity.
Right.
He was looking for an opportunity. You understand? That brother that slept with that man's wife, he already had that on him. He was looking for an opportunity. That sister that committed adultery on her husband, she was already gonna commit adultery. She was looking for an opportunity. Don't blame God.
Right.
God is not, because guess what? God don't want you to sin at all. You understand? God don't want you to commit sin at all. You understand? If it was up to Him, but you have a choice. You understand? But a lot of times, raw people, they choose the wrong thing, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going off the shop.
Come, sir. Verse 15. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
Oh man, that shit sound like sex.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Then when lust conceive, it said what? It bring forth sin. You understand? You know what conceive is? Conceive is to be born.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Then when that lust that you had on you to want to kill somebody, then when that finally happens, what? It bring forth sin.
Right.
Then when you finally say, you know what, you cock that gun back, I want to kill that nigga. I want to kill that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got to drop on him right now. He dropped his location. Shorty that's with him right now, she told me exactly where he at. You know what? I'm going to kill that nigga. Then when that's conceived, what did it say?
Come, sir. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
Then it bring forth sin. You understand? It's a sin for you to kill another brother.
Right.
You understand? It's a sin for you to take somebody's life. That's what happened when when sin is conceived. You understand? It's like when the lust is conceived. You had that lust on you want to kill somebody or commit adultery or steal or you know what I'm saying, do anything that's against God, eat pork, you know what I'm saying, celebrate birthdays and Christmas or anything, man. You had that lust on you. Then when it's conceived, you understand, when you finally make that decision, you know what, I'm gonna do it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna bring forth sin.
Right.
Now you sinning against God. But guess what? God didn't want you to do that. God never wanted you to do that. Keep going.
Come with God. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
And then when sin is finished, they bring forth death. You understand? That same, because guess what? Another brother that had a lust on him to want to murder somebody, you understand? He's going to catch you. He's going to see you, and he's going to end up murdering. The spirit going to get on him, and he's going to murder you. Because why? Because it's a lot of people that walk around all the time that got a spirit on them want to kill somebody. But why, like for instance, like, why are you not getting murdered?
Right.
Why am I not getting murdered? You understand? Because the Lord stopped that from happening.
Yeah, right.
The Lord stopped that from happening. You understand?
Kind of, sir.
But it said when it is finished, it bringeth forth death. Now our brothers got to die behind this.
Right.
You understand? And that's the same thing that's going on with the brothers in Chicago. They got 600 murders a year. And they saying brothers got demons on them. You know what I'm saying? You want to go kill somebody behind a goddamn song. This nigga done spent $60 to go inside a studio and say, I'm smoking this nigga, dead Op Zaza, he dead, duck dead, how high do I get the highest duck? You know what I'm saying? And then you see this nigga at a store and you want to murder him behind this. You know what I'm saying? And then now the Lord he didn't kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Like it said in Ezekiel. I wish that they would turn from their wicked ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wish to put them to death. You know what I'm saying? And then, matter of fact, if I could,
Oh God, sir.
I ain't gonna go over second Ezra. Let me get second Ezra 7 and 40 over this time.
Okay, sir.
Second Ezra.
Second Ezra 7 and 40.
Let me see it right quick. 7 and 40. Oh no, second Ezra is I don't think that was it. Oh, matter of fact, no, keep reading James, both this up. Keep reading James. I'm sure. Yeah, that's what it was, James. James chapter 1 verse 14. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is controlling. If any evil, like the scripture say.
So you want me to go back up to 14?
No, wherever you was left off at.
I just finished 15.
Okay, go to 16.
I'm okay, sir.
When any evil happen in the city, you know what I'm saying? It's the Lord that has done it. When any evil happen in the city, you understand? Keep going over the shop. 15.
This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 16. I just read 15. Let me read that again.
Let me see. Oh, I'm tripping. No, it's like it. Psalms 104.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Most High.
Yeah,
Psalm 119.
Yeah, Psalm 104 and 27.
Okay, sir.
104 and 27. Psalms 104 and 27.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 104, chapter 140, 104, and verse 27.
Yep, 27.
These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season.
Mm-hmm.
That thou givest them, they gather. That thou givest them, they gather. Thou openest thine hand, they are filled with good. Mm-hmm. Verse 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to their dust.
Right. This is talking about reincarnation, right?
Right.
You understand when you got a spirit on you, you know what I'm saying? You allow a demon to get on you to want to take another brother's life. You know what I'm saying? You gonna die. Your life gonna get taken the same way. So like your life Is it still recording?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, it's like it.
Still let me move it back. Okay.
Each while. You know what I'm saying? Read verse 29 again.
Come on, sir. Psalms 104, chapter 20. Psalms chapter 104, verse 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled.
Right. And this is what happened in the ghetto. This is what happened in the ghetto when Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians get murdered. You got to picture it like this. Like if you got children, you tell your children, hey man, look, stop doing that. I done told you to stop playing with that plug. I done told you to be in here when the street lights come on. I done told you to stop doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, when you see that they don't listen, you going to say, okay, yeah, keep playing with that plug. You going to get what you asking for. You turn your head. Yeah, I mean, yeah, keep standing out late night like that, stealing cars and doing that. You're going to get what you asking for. You understand? Keep read it again, Paul Deshaun.
Come on, sir. Psalms chapter 104 and verse 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled.
And then guess what? The Lord going to hide his face from you. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You're going to be troubled. You know what I'm saying? So instead of the Lord stepping in, like you got brothers that walk around our neighborhoods all the time that might want to murder one of us. Especially brothers in you got devils that want to murder brothers in ISBK all the time. They hate what we teach, especially Christians.
Right.
But guess what? Why is that not happening? Why don't we got that spirit to actually pull a gun and kill somebody in ISBK? Because the Lord stopped it from happening. From happening. You know what I'm saying? But in the situation where brothers in the neighborhood that do drill music and hate each other, the Lord said, thou hide thy face, they are in trouble. The Lord hide his face from that. You know why? Because this brother Cash, like he said in his song, I didn't kill a few brothers. I didn't shot up a few brothers. You understand? So guess what? The Lord is gonna hide his face from that. So when something happens, the Lord gonna say, look, you know what? This is what's gonna happen to you. He's gonna turn his face from it and allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's time for him to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for him to go. I don't need him to kill nobody to actually serve me. I don't need him to murder nobody or harm somebody to actually come to class and serve me. I don't need that to happen. So I'm going to turn my head. Hey, look at Michael, y'all, Gabriel, y'all do what y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? His time is over with here. You understand? That's what the Lord do. The Lord is a gangster.
Right.
The Lord is a man of war. He ain't just some nigga that got on sandals with white hair and blue eyes floating in the goddamn sky with a Roman bathrobe on.
Right.
That's not God. That's not God. You understand? God is a nigga. You understand? That's in Daniels. God is a straight nigga. What is it? Daniels 10 and 5, crying out? You know what I'm saying? Or 7
and 10, either 10 and 7 or 7 and 10.
Saying, it's in Daniels. God is a nigga. He is a father.
Right.
You understand? And what did it say? It said, thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. When God hide his face from you, you're gonna be troubled. You understand? And then what did it say? It say, keep read 29.
Come on, sir. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to their dust.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That brother Cash, he was troubled. God hid his face from him. And guess what? In return, God, he took his breath from him. You know what I'm saying? He returned to the dust. He died, and he gonna come back. He gonna wake up a baby one day and not even knowing what the hell happened. You understand?
Right. Yeah. Daniel 7 and 9, sir. You're definitely right.
Daniel 7 and 9. God is a nigga.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading about yourself.
Come on, sir. Verse 30. Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth.
Right. This is a reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. This is also in Ecclesiastes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You die. You know what I'm saying? You sin against God. God hide his face from you. And then you die and you come back and you refill the face of the earth again. That's what happened to Black, Hispanic, and American Indians, man.
Right.
You know something? But guess what? The Lord don't want to kill you. That's not what the Lord wants. You understand? The Lord would rather that you stop being like what's that scripture? It said it's not what goes in a man, but it's what comes out of a man.
Come on,
like the Christian church, they'll teach you that. Oh man, you crying y'all, you drinking out that cup been sitting on the table for 3-4 days. Not to Zab, you drinking out this cup, that cup is sitting on the table for 3-4 days, you ain't washed it out. You understand? They'll tell you that, but then why they tell you that they eat a pork sandwich? Why your Christian pastor tell you that this nigga's pulling a pork chop out of his pocket, eating it? Right. You understand? It's not what What's the scripture say? Matter of fact, let me pull it. If you can pull it up, good shot.
What paraphrase it for me, sir?
It's not what goes in a man, but what comes out, or it's not what comes out, not what goes in.
No, Christ said that, huh?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pull it up, good shot.
When they ask, like, why do your disciples eat without washing their hands?
Right. In Matthew's 15th chapter, I think in verse 10.
Okay.
You understand? Matthew chapter 15, because nigga, it's not what they was tripping on Christ about his disciples washing their hands, but meanwhile they was pulling pork chops out of their goddamn pocket, making a Subway sandwich. Like, come on, man. Matthew's 15 and 11 or 10.
You said 15? Oh, the 15th chapter.
Yeah, Matthew's 15th chapter. 15 and 11.
Yeah, come on, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth defileth the man.
Right. It's not what like for instance, this cup might have been sitting on this table for 3-4 days. Ain't washed out. It had old juice in it that dried up, that stuck to the cup. It's not me and I put some liquor in this cup or some juice in this cup, you know what I'm saying? And I started drinking it. And you got Christians like, oh man, you gonna drink out of that nasty cup, man. Nigga, you ain't washed it in 3 days. Oh, my kids was drinking out this cup.
Right.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with this cup.
Right.
But meanwhile, they telling you that, and he got a whole ass pork chop in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, he telling you that, and he got bacon on the grill. You understand? Finna make a mayonnaise sandwich with bacon and lettuce and tomato.
Right.
Like, come on, man. You understand? It's not what go. What did it say? Read it again, Bobby Bishop.
I'm kind of sorry. The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man.
And what is it that goes out of the mouth that defile a man? You know what I'm saying? You know what is it around that go out of the mouth to defile a man?
Oh man, the law is done away with.
Hey man, Most High in Christ.
Hold on, Salakia. Paul made what clean, what is not clean.
Right.
I could go on and on about that goddamn woman. Thou art loose.
Right.
Like,
nigga, that's what what you said is 100% facts.
Right.
We say that not that which goeth into the mouth defiles a man,
right,
but that which cometh out of the mouth is this defiles a man. Like, for instance, what's something else? Oh, God loves everybody.
Oh my God.
You understand? That defiles a man.
Oh man.
Not me drinking out of a dirty cup.
Right.
Defile a man.
Right.
Not me eating some food without washing my hands. That's not defiling me.
Right.
Ain't no law against none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the disgusting, dirty garbage that come out of your filthy mouth, right, you know what I'm saying, about God loving everybody, that defiles a man. You understand? That's why men is on crack.
Right.
That's why men is in jail.
Right.
That's why men is committing all these different, every breaking all the laws of the Bible.
Right.
You understand? Because what comes out of his mouth, man.
Right.
And that's why your Christian pastor need to be held. That's why he not need to, but that's why he's going to be held accountable when Christ returns.
Damn right,
you understand? Sir. But so I get.
Damn right, sir. Would you want me for another script? So like, if I may too, sir, while we on the situation about FBG Cash, right? Like, this is a curse for Black, Latino, and Native American men to ride around the city and looking for your ops. But you know goddamn well he grew up in the same neighborhood as you. You understand? You know damn well, like, and it's crazy too, because let's talk about Chicago for a hot second. And not just Chicago, but a lot of these inner cities that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans live in. Like, our mamas be friends. Like, our mamas literally go to school with each other and used to do each other hair. You understand? Like, a lot of times we actually grew up with the niggas that we funking with. Yeah. Niggas used to sleep in the same houses with these niggas and wear clothes with niggas and live in the same project buildings with each other. You understand? But they destroyed us so much to where you think this is your enemy. Now y'all killing each other. They didn't already trained you to hate another black man with all them damn movies we grew up, watching in the 90s. Mr. Society. You understand? Boys in the Hood. Like a lot of the movies that we actually grew up watching in the 90s, like television shapes perception for kids. Absolutely. Like when you remember the movie Sandlot, where they had all them white boys that lived in that same neighborhood and they going around playing baseball. Nigga, white boys don't live like that. Them niggas is not, no, seriously though, sir. Them niggas do not live in a neighborhood to where they just meet up and go play baseball and got rival baseball players from another neighborhood that come to their neighborhood and challenge them to a goddamn game. That's not how the fuck they live. So like, excuse my French. Like, these niggas don't live like that. You know how white boys actually live? They live comfortable, kicked up in a big ass house, and they yelling downstairs, "Mom, bring us some fucking pizza pockets. We're hungry." Meanwhile, they upstairs watching porn and playing video games and you understand, just being the demon that they are. That's how they actually live. Like, and black people, us becoming accustomed to these movies that they gave us in the 70s, these black exploitation films. Because it didn't just start with our generation, sir. Like, you got movies like Superfly. You got movies like The Mac that actually taught our fathers to be pimps. Yeah. You understand? You got sitcoms, black sitcoms like The Jeffersons and the Martin and Good Times that always had one sister in there that was defiant and disrespected the lead role that the black man played in that film. In turn, what you got women that's having hot girl summers today. You got women that don't respect men and tell you that these niggas ain't shit. Excuse my French. But this comes from Esther on Sanford and Son.
Oh yeah.
You understand? This comes from Willona on Good Times. This comes from Pam in Morton. Like they literally perpetuated how black people are supposed to live by giving you an image of yourself on TV. And that these fake Jews own all of these companies. So they do this in order for you to think that you just some nigga from the ghetto or you just some ratchet broad from the hood that shouldn't respect the men of your nation. You understand? Because they have taken crafty counsel against you and consulted against the Lord's hidden ones. You understand? Like we are literally the children of Israel. But you know what we get? We get movies like Colors. Yeah. We get movies like Minister Society, movies like Belly. You understand? And meanwhile, the people that's trying to portray themselves to be us, they giving you the fucked up image of black people just crack smoking, drug dealers, robbers, pimps, and whores. You understand? And it shapes your mind to where this becomes your reality and actuality. You understand? If I could, sir, let me get I'm gonna read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and verse. Salakia. Which verse was it? I don't know why I always forget this verse whenever I get to 15. It. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Yeah, I think so. Like 15. Is it 15? Nah, sir. That's
Cursed City.
Yeah, kind of. I'm gonna start right there. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. We cursed in the city. FBG Cash comes from an environment where black men don't give a damn about each other. You understand? We on welfare. We on drugs. They dropping crates of guns off in our community on train tracks. And our young brothers is finding this in the 70s and in the 80s. You understand? And even until this day, like, it's no coincidence that young brothers right now got Glocks with switches on it that make it a fully automatic gun to where you can go slaughter a whole neighborhood by your goddamn self. You understand? This is not by accident. You understand? Salakia. Let me see. Oh yeah, kind, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Tender among you and delicate. Like, you broke this scripture down so heavy to me one time, sir. You was like, nigga, you know what tender and delicate mean? I'm like, nah, so tender and delicate, like this nigga is with the shit for real. Like this dude understands, like for us to be tender and delicate, that means we actually like have a what's the word I'm looking for? We actually have a conscience on what's going on with our people. You understand? Like, if you're a tender and delicate man for your nation and you care about your people, you won't let nobody come to your nation or your neighborhood and exploit your people, disrespect your people. You understand? Mishandle and mistreat your people because you're going to stand up for it. That same man that was tender and delicate like Moses was with the shit. Moses actually killed a goddamn Egyptian for oppressing his brothers. But meanwhile, the alternative to that is today, that same man that would have a warrior-like spirit to actually uphold his people and make sure nobody harms him. What it say? It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. Man, our eye is evil towards our brother these days. You understand? We ain't sitting up here making sure we not being oppressed by these goddamn heathens. You understand? We doing the whole opposite. We sitting up here coming up with plans to actually lie and wait and murder another brother because he grows up on a different street. This is a curse according to the Bible. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is a curse according to these scriptures. We're not supposed to live in an environment to where we looking and lurking to kill each other. You understand? Like, your eye that's evil evil towards your brother, like, I'm sure the people that actually killed FBG Cash, they know goddamn well this nigga got sons and daughters. But they don't give a damn about that.
And
you understand?
And if I may too, and it's so crazy because his last interview, he was saying, he's like, man, I got 13-year-old daughters and sons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I can't just leave an exit. I can't just, you know what I'm saying? I can't just leave on them like that. How man, they'd be fucked up if I was just to leave and just exit on them like that. I can't do that.
Right.
And then a few days later, he was dead.
Right.
That's horrible, man.
It's horrible. You understand?
That is a horrible. If you really put yourself in that situation, if you got kids, that is scary, my nigga.
Right.
That is horrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta, if you really give a damn about your children, and you really, because I know Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, we do. Like, you would stop living like that. You would stop living like that. You would see, you know what? Hell nah, nigga. Because that's what I did. I started having kids. I'm like, hell nah, nigga. I'm not gonna go to the pen, nigga. I gotta get to know my children over a goddamn phone.
Right.
I gotta know my children from a phone call ends in 60 seconds. What the hell? Hell nah, nigga. It ain't worth it, bro.
Every time your child here, this is Global Tel-Links.
Bye, daddy.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you in jail and you stealing bell peppers and onions and you think you the nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. You got 2 pair of drawers and you think you hella tight.
Right.
And I stole some drawers, nigga. No, my nigga, it ain't worth it. Because that's what's going to happen to the nigga that killed you. You going to get caught just like every other murder that happened in Chicago.
Right. And if you don't get caught, you're going to be murdered.
Yeah, you're going to be murdered.
You understand?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hell yeah, man.
That shit on 5%. Sorry, you want to go on and wrap it up?
Yeah, we come down and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? This is dropping jewels, man. That's what we do, man. We drop jewels on you. You understand? So it's up to you to pick it up if it's worth value to you. Right. You understand? I'm Officer 500, Natazab. You know what I'm saying? Precinct Officer 50, Karanyala. Make sure you like and share the class.
Yeah, right.
Like and share the podcast, Salakia. You understand? Smash that like button. Subscribe to ISUBK Sacramento.
Right.
I should be seeing these likes and these subscriptions go up.
Right. And help us push this truth out, man. Cause we public servants, you understand, to the public of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Mm-hmm. We doing this, you understand, we dropping jewels on you so you can have something to think about when you go to sleep every Wednesday night. You understand? Mm-hmm. But Salakia, sir, you want to go ahead and close it out?
Yeah, but we're going to go ahead and close it out. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, man, We had another story we were supposed to get to. We'll get to it next week. But yeah, but we drop these stories on. We drop a lot of these stories on y'all because don't nobody give a damn about them.
Right.
Like, you know, but this rapper getting killed, it happens all the time. Who cares? This 13-year-old getting murdered by the police. It happens all the time. Who cares? We bring these stories out to show you that the ISUPK under Commander Junior how to care about these stories.
Damn right.
It's not just a story. This is real life. This is happening, and then it's affecting somebody's family.
Right.
That's why we want to talk about it and bring it out. You understand? We ain't like the Christian church. But that being said, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shem Shalom, all the brothers. Yahweh Shem Shalom, shout out all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.